What's up, buddies? Welcome back to another episode of the First Owner RTG. We are well beyond the 6 p.m. Content release. I've actually not been on FUT for the 6 p.m. content, so I don't actually know what's going on, but we kind of just put a pause. We were having a watch party for Denmark, Finland, and horribly, in about the 40th minute, Eriksen collapsed on the field, and then a dramatic 20 or 30 minutes ensued live on stream, and it was heartbreaking to the most extreme sense, although we were just given news by a whole bunch of different agencies, Fabrizio Romano tweeting about it, and we all know that he gets the facts and doesn't post anything without having it vetted, that Eriksen is in stable condition. So that is amazing news, and from what we all saw on the field, it was just heartbreaking on every level. So what I wanted to say is prayers and love to Eriksen and his family. I really hope he keeps on this full recovery. By the time you watch this, maybe there's even more news out there about his further stabilization and good health, and that's what I'm praying for. And if all of this amazing news is true, after all the things we saw with Eriksen on the field, I think it's very rarely talked about, or not talked about enough, but big love and credit and prayers and thanks out to the medical team, the 10 or 15 doctors and ambulance and emergency staff that saved Eriksen's life. I mean, I think that's yet another reminder of the absolutely impossible task and underappreciated task of doctors, nurses, and emergency personnel across the globe. And I hope saving Eriksen and yet another person's life is what we've seen today. So God bless. I don't know how long this epi is going to be. I'm still just in a weird place, but I did think it was probably important to just chit chat with you guys about it. You guys can share your thoughts if you want. We've been talking pretty deeply over the last hour or so on stream, just kind of all processing the information. I'm not going to talk about all the toxicity, all of the horrible people posting videos and stuff of all of it happening, and what's gone on in FUT as well. I'm just not going to talk about it. Let's just keep it positive and think about the good things that have come from this, and I hope continue to come from this for Eriksen and his family. So I love you guys. You know, it doesn't matter in terms of the epi, in terms of likes or subs or anything like that. Let's just continue on through the day. And for 6 p.m. content, my whole what would you say yesterday, whinge session, if you will, seems to have fallen on EA's ears, because we have been given now almost everything that I was asking for yesterday. So we got a whole new set of menu grindable content in a new European League grind. So for the Euros, I would assume all 24 nations are grindable now with varying ratings requirements, which is amazing for those of you guys that do the BPM grind. This will be a huge opportunity to just have some fun, which is something that I think is great that EA did. And what you always want to do with this grind is you want to use all the Austrian players outside of the league SBCs, right? You save any Austrian players from certain leagues for the leagues. Belgians from off leagues, there'll be plenty. I mean, and you can also use them from, you know, the Pro League, etc. if you want, but keep away what I would say is from the top 5 leagues. Save the top 5 league players for the top 5 league SBCs, and then use nations outside of the top 5 leagues. And if you can, outside of any of the league SBCs would be the most efficient way to do it. But I do really think this has been a great thing from a grinder's perspective. And sure, not all the packs are amazing, but there are some really fantastic packs in there. So really huge credit to EA. I mean, you know, some of these nations, they really thought through well as well, where you need 5, and then you can just go and fill in off league players, which is hilarious because we've been spending the last day or two rinsing bronzes from the off league. So, you know, that's kind of something that seems to happen pretty regularly with my grind, is I go start rinsing the club and then EA releases a crazy amount of content. So yeah, I think this has been very fantastic. I'm really excited to get through this grind today. This is something that you won't see for the 6 p.m. epis. I'm just going to slow grind through this on stream, twitch.tv/nick20t if you want to hang out. We're going to be doing this grind, menu grinding, and then other content grinding on stream live today, because we received, I think, a new update in milestones. Incredible, you know, it's something that we've been asking for even yesterday specifically. And EA seem to have delivered. So we'll go check that out. But there is a lot of good stuff here. I don't know how easy or hard the Asias will be. I mean, the fact that there's 5 teams and you could rinse this over and over again for a 45k pack. This might be the new Sud Lib grind, which is fantastic. So I really like that. We did put some time. We got the Liga MX finished off as well, which is good. Anytime we get a dupe untradeable too now, we have even more leagues to put them into. So I'm very happy for this grind throughout the Euros that we can have. Thanks to EA releasing this content. I really do. I think this has been very great from them. And it gives us that are still enjoying this game some place to put our efforts into. Now, we also got, if you did see a little sneak peek there, we also ended up getting, let me just unfavorite that, a few more things. So we got a Florenzi position changed, and he's a path to glory. You know how we are. He gets into our, I mean, I'd like to use him at right back in our Ligue 1 setup. He definitely will get into our Italian team as well. Also, wouldn't mind using him at right back in the Italian setup. So the position change, I think, is exciting for a lot of people because I think he'd be an amazing box-to-box mid. But for me, in the teams I use him in, I actually do think I'd need him at right back, which is great. So I'm pretty excited about that, and we will craft him. We got a new Festival of FUT. It's a rare Electrum. The first one we got yesterday is terrible value. It's like a 78 rated for a 1 rare player pack. This one is 80 rated, but if you open enough packs, you should be able to craft this pretty easily, and it's a rare Electrum pack, a very, very good pack. So we got a lot of stuff to work through that's new from EA. I think fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So we will 100% do that. And in terms of the new content, I believe they listened to the cries of not much to work for gameplay wise, and we got new, look at that, new milestones. So we got a European, but no players, just packs. And it's only in Rivals? Some are in every game mode? Oh, okay. But these ones you gotta put the effort into Rivals, or I mean, I suppose that's not a bad thing. What we could do is we could just take a full England squad in Rivals. Right? Take a full France squad in Rivals, take a full German squad, an Italian squad, a Spain. So that's not so bad. I do kind of wish they made a friendly section for this. Yeah, the difficulty is very easy. You could pretty much do this in 1 or 2 games. But this is something that I don't want to blast through. It's not a player unlock. So for me, I want to build a full Swiss team and take it into Rivals. Or take it into a friendly. I don't know. All of these we could do in friendlies. And the other ones we can do in Rivals. So I do like that. I mean, sure, you could do it in 1 game. But once again, I don't want to just rush through stuff. I'd like to actually have this be part of our international games bit of fun. A Chinese team, a Saudi team, a Japanese team. I don't know how many Japanese players I even have, but I think that could be very fun. We can take these into friendlies. So really we've got the top, what is it, 5 nations? Top 5, 6, 7, 6. Okay, top 6 nations we got to take into Rivals. The other ones we can do in a friendly if there has been one added. So I do like that. Would have been cool if there were specific fun players from each nation. But, you know, I think other people might disagree with me. Maybe they'll like the idea of trying to pack some of these road to the final players. So either way, it's a positive from me. I do like that. And I think that's it in terms of the gameplay objectives for the day. So what we got here is some packs to pop open, and then we can get on the grind. So like, for example, Spain. I mean, this guy's a dupe. We could use this dude. I don't think I have anywhere to use him. He does sell. I'm surprised he didn't even go for 150. That's okay. So let's get some packs in here for the Epi. I just wanted to have something out there for you guys if you guys were concerned about Eriksen or didn't know what was going on, or I just needed some time. It was a very heart-wrenching ordeal, and I wasn't able to just, while it was going on, turn on a fake attitude and do a "what's up, buddies, welcome to the 6 p.m. Epi, let's see what's going on." It just it didn't feel right at all. But now that we've had some good news, I thought it would be a good idea to get an Epi up for you guys. That's a really cool kit too. I'm surprised it doesn't sell for anything. Now, for example, these are tradable. So would Japanese players in general be up in price now? Because you need Japanese players for the Asia leagues. I don't know. Do you need... I don't think you need Senegal or Romania, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and discard that. Wait, stadium section? Okay. Now for the Epi, do you guys want just a pack grind and we discard? Or do you guys want, for this Epi, we deal with duplicates that we know we can put into... Like, I don't know if YouTube even likes that anymore. So, for tomorrow, do we save this guy as a rare just to see what we get? I think I'm going to. So England we can sell. There's a limit on how many people can get the items? Wow, really? That's a bit ridiculous. Is Diogo Jota worth it? I would say so. Is Bulgaria a team in the 24? I don't think so, right? I can check, but... Yeah, I'm just thinking the untradeable dupes. Do people want to watch me do some menu grinding, or do we just save that for the stream? I think we save that for the stream. Let me open some of these big packs. Let's try and get, still, improve on the one Festival of FUT player we've hit. Yeah, I think we're gonna, Colombia? No, okay, so Colombia, not needed. Denmark is needed. So, for example, I should go do Denmark, should I not? Ghana isn't needed. Let me just go see, because I'm interested to see, for those of you guys that are excited about this grind, I want you guys to see what it entails for someone that has an account like we have. We'll go over to the leagues. And it unfavorited? Okay, I guess that's okay too. Here we go. Hearts in the chat for Christian Eriksen. Exactly 11. And I think... Here we go. I don't know what the ratings requirement is. So then we're going to do, I believe it was a right mid, right? I actually cannot remember. This guy. How far off would we be? And there you go. So, yes, it's a Jumbo Premium Silver Pack, but I do think this is an amazing thing that EA have done here. It's yet another grind that we have available to us, which I think is fantastic. And then once you get a dupe, maybe down the road in a couple hours, I get another Danish untradeable player. Well, then, okay, I won't be able to use him in the Danish setup. Then we can discard him or move him into something else. But I think this is it's a fun addition to the menu grind. And I do like it quite a bit. I'm a big fan of it. Okay. Ratters, thank you so much for the 10 gifteds, my man. I appreciate you very, very much, dude. God bless. Is it repeatable? You know what? I don't know, actually. I'm not entirely sure if it is repeatable. Caramelika, you have to cut from here. This is really awkward. My stomach right now is going so I'll be back. Thank God I have an editor. Oh, sweet Jesus. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, we're good. We're back. We're okay. And even more positive news. More news from Eriksen's agent and parents. He's stable and good. The matches are back as well, which is good. And I think actually, contrary to people that want to be professionally angry and upset all the time in my Twitch chat or on Twitter, I actually do think the games picking up again is a good thing. I do think with all the positive news about Eriksen, I think people will actually be motivated to play and grind in his honor, which I think is a good thing. I think later on tonight would have been better. There's news that they might be starting up the game again in 20 minutes. That feels like that's a bit quick. However, I do think all signs pushing to good news is good news, as opposed to I think where a lot of people just want to be upset about things. So anyways, we'll keep the epi grind going. I think we're just gonna, I would like to try and get something good from these packs. So let's go at least until we get a walkout or an 85 rated player that I have to deal with. And then we'll go from there, or maybe until I have just too many dupes in the trade pile, or we're discarding too many dupes type of thing, because I mean, as you can see, we are very much discarding too many dupes. Like, do these guys sell? No, not really. Okay, cool. So that's kind of good to know. I love this grind though, man. I really, selfishly for YouTube, I kind of want to get something sick for the epi so I can not be discarding all these players, right? Once we got the stream flowing, every time we get a dupe untradeable, we go do one form of an SBC. It's basically an infinite grind, which is something I love very, very much. Hungary players are almost all extinct as well. There you go. Okay, so we got an 85. And it's only going to get more and more, I believe, right? So, for example, we could go do Spain right there. I don't believe... Is there Uruguay? I don't know if there is Uruguay. Doesn't look like there's Uruguay. I don't believe there's Ukraine. BPM is kind of cracked. I feel like almost everything would be very cracked right now. Crazy how you said while using nations that they'll come out with something after you get rid of everything. Yep. I mean, thank goodness we were kind of slow grinding the account, so I didn't really just get rid of everything immediately. I'm very happy we took our time with the grind. That's good. So they haven't done anything for the South America at all. Just Asian and European countries. Yeah, okay, that's true too. I need to remember that. Players ask for the game to be restarted. I would assume to play in Eriksen's honor as well. I respect that. Like I say, based off of what I've seen in the chat and what I'm seeing on Twitter, even in my replies, there's far too many people that love being professionally angry and upset at all times. Like, people getting mad at me even for posting on Twitter that, like, hey, maybe we shouldn't be posting pictures right now of Eriksen before we know what's going on. Once you know what's going on, spreading pictures and stuff, and a picture of Eriksen being healthy and good is completely different than people spreading the videos and pictures of him when he wasn't doing well. That I agree with fully. But all I was saying, even in that instance where everybody's upset about it, is like, let's wait till we hear officially from the Danish national team, the hospital, parents, whatever, before we start posting those pictures, because it's heartbreaking if people post something like that and then something doesn't come good out of it, right? That's all my thought process was. I think we got to really try and focus on some of the positivity, though, man. People really, really want to be professionally angry and upset about everything. Wouldn't silver pack method be insane right now? Yeah, I would think so for sure. Yes, absolutely. Big respect to the players. UEFA asked them if they wanted to further play on. They all said yes. Yeah, there you go. That's fantastic. And I like that UEFA gave the opportunity for the players to decide. I think that's great. Twitter's a cesspool of rage. It is, yeah. Rage and false anger. Is Korea a team? I mean, we could just double check and see the pricing on the player. Holy moly. Okay. Either way, this guy sells. All right, let's get the mini 50K. I think we're going to move to the big packs now. So we're going to do the mini 50K. We'll do the megas. We'll do the primes. Then we'll move to the 50Ks. Ooh, 85s aren't worth much right now. Well, actually, I'm kind of okay with that price point. I do need to make some money back. For now, until the trade pile gets full, I'm going to be keeping rares. Here are all the megas. Korea, Japan, Australia, Saudi Arabia, China. Okay, I gotta do my best to remember that. Am I really only gonna get that Zakaria Festival of FUT card? That's it? I don't know why I just don't feel myself packing any of these players. As much as I'm grinding and as much as I want to. Oh, nice England badge. I needed that too. Perfect. That's huge. The game will resume at 7:30 UK time. That's not the right decision from UEFA. You might want to get your facts straight before being outraged, my man. UEFA asked the players of both teams, and they all agreed and wanted to play. The players decided. The ones that were involved in the entire incident. So I know it's fun to not get the full story and then be upset about not even getting the full story, but it's best to try and get a better understanding first. Initially, I thought as well, oh, maybe it's a little bit too early to restart the game, but the players were the ones that were able to choose whether or not they wanted to play, and they're all back on the field now. So, again, boys, we need to at least get an understanding of the full story before we're commenting on what's disgusting, what is, what isn't, right? I think that's fair. Good chunk of tradables, which is nice. People are just upset the match is starting too soon. Brother, with all due respect, are you listening to what I'm saying? Or are you just once again trying to get what you want out without even listening to what I'm saying? Nice, striker to center forward. We can sell that for a bit of cash. There we go. The players themselves are okay with it and want to play on for his honor right now. I don't know how people can't understand and respect that decision. So stuck in the false outrage, boys. Gotta move on from that, man. Getting falsely upset for players involved that wanted to play on. Bit silly, in my opinion. Alright, final mega pack? Yep. And rare mega packs are more expensive than the 50Ks and the 45Ks. So we'll do the 45Ks next. Like for example, it makes me, even though I wasn't planning on doing it, and I know this is a weird level or a different level altogether, but it does make me want to complete that Eriksen even in FUT and have him and honor him in our team, in one of our squads, in one of our games too. And that's not a bad thing. Knowing that he's healthy and safe, I think doing something like that is a good thing. Content's so brilliant, I can't bring myself to play champs. This is so fun. This is everything I want. We have the Euros on. We have amazing news about Eriksen. And we're able to like menu grind. And if we want to play some games, we can go play some games. And I'm going to try and find... Is there a friendlies area that we can get a lot of these games in? Or no? I mean, I guess for some of these teams, we can build like a silver setup. Right? And take them into the Silver Lounge. That's a fun idea. I kind of like that idea, actually. Could be a very, very fun idea. Requires finding games in the Silver Lounge. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. I don't know if that's even possible. You can go into the One Nation swaps mode. Oh my goodness. That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. See, why wouldn't they have had all of them be like that? Even England, etc. Do you understand how much fun that would have been, even to use some of the top 6? Yes, that's what we'll do. That is exactly what we're gonna do. So could go do Sweden there. One league, maybe? No, it's got to be One Nation. All right, final Prime Pack. It isn't One Nation, it's One League. Oh. Well, for One League, you could use, like, England Prem, right? You could use France Ligue 1. Not going to get all the best players, but you could do France Ligue 1. You could do Serie A Italy. You could do like, Liga NOS Portugal, I suppose. Although you will be missing a lot of the big players. That hurts to discard all these guys, but whatever. Surely World Beaters is better. World Beaters is gone, though, isn't it? World Beaters would be the best one to do by far, but I think it's gone, isn't it? I think World Beaters is finished. Is this still there? Oh, World Beaters would be fantastic. Nah, no one will be playing classic matches in friendlies. Unless I get our whole community to do it. No one really plays those game modes. It has to be a featured game mode. You can just play Max Chem? Yeah, I'll do that then. If Max Chem is still there, I'll do that for sure. Then I don't even have to move player positions. It's even better. Yeah, I have the Denmark-Finland game on. I love seeing the signs of positivity and happiness from all the players too, though. That warms my heart quite a bit. And seeing Kasper Schmeichel going around asking all the players if they're all okay and good, man, makes me proud to even have had Kasper Schmeichel play at Leeds for a bit. I really do like seeing that, man. What a leader of men he is. Hey? He's literally going to every single player and staff member asking if they're okay. Absolutely incredible from Kasper Schmeichel. I really, really, really wanted to pack his man of the match for our past and present Leeds team too. And how he went to Eriksen's wife and was consoling her as well. Incredible. What a great man. You really see like the true greatness of certain people. He's literally going to every single person, making sure they're okay. What a guy. What an absolutely incredible guy. Oh, tradable too. I don't know if Ferlin sells any. Oof. Okay. Take a little bit of cash. We need it. Impressed by the reaction of the players as a whole. Everybody going encircling Eriksen to stop media coverage of it was incredible. Consoling his wife was incredible. I think those are images that we shouldn't have had to see too much of, because I do think the coverage was a bit poor. The Canadian coverage cut off, thank God. I don't know about other places. A lot of people saying that coverage in the UK was like showing everything, and I really don't agree with that. I'm very proud of the Canadian coverage that I was watching of the Euros. They cut it all off, which is good, and very respectful to Eriksen and his family. So I really, really do like seeing that. But seeing people and how they acted in a time of distress was also heartwarming. And now that we have good news about Christian Eriksen, it makes everything all the better. UK showed everything? Yeah, I don't agree with that. I really don't agree with that. I don't find that tasteful at all, or respectful. And we got one! We got one, boys, from the League SBC grind! Thorgan Hazard! We got the Belgian game on today, boys! Let's go! Oh my goodness! There it is! And we needed an attacker as well. We don't have Divock Origi unlocked just yet, boys. Oh, how uncanny is that? We have a Belgian stadium theme. We have a Belgian squad built for the game. He looks utterly incredible, man. Well, Belgium are always yet another team that I have affiliation with, of course. Belgium, Netherlands. But specifically, my godfather and uncle live in Belgium. I've been to Belgium many, many times. Spent quite a few weeks there at a time. But, anyways. I'd say they're my third rooted team behind the Netherlands, England, and then we'll go, we'll root for Belgium. Oh, ho, ho! Let's go! Massive pull. He's 450k still as well. Incredible. So he starts at 4-star, high work rates. Well, we'll be watching the Belgian games even closer than I would have anyways. How absolutely fantastic is that? Let me show you guys as well where we're gonna. Well, I actually don't know where I'm going to put him. Oh, man, so many discards. This hurts my feelings, honestly. So that was from... What was the 50k pack today? Was that from the MLS? Holy moly, the League SBC grind paying... Oh, was it a rare mega? Wait, no, it wasn't a rare mega. It was the final 50k pack. Oh, I'm so confused. Okay, so, anyways... let's show you guys real quick. This is going to be a long epi today. I do apologize, but hey, it is what it is. There's the Belgian theme that we built for today's game. I think it looks good. As a Leeds fan, seeing all that red is a little bit tough, but it is what it is. I'm Canadian as well, so I do have to see a lot of red, being a Leeds fan or otherwise. So this was the Russia-Belgian squad that we were going to put together, but I kind of want to just go full Belgium, man. I kind of want to just build one team, and that's the team we root for as the games are going on. So we put Thibaut there. We could use Jan there. Dedrick goes there. There. And then we have Thorgan as well. Absolutely, absolutely fantastic. Now, if I do this, I know it's a bit weird, but I can get him on 7 there, and then get him on 7 there as well. I think that's a little bit better. Carrasco at left mid too, yep. Yep. I think that's the play, boys. That's the Belgian setup. And then once we get Divock Origi, we're gonna have even more difficulty. I don't know who gets replaced. I really, really don't know who gets replaced. Maybe instead of central cam, De Bruyne goes back into the midfield. Oh my goodness, I have no idea. I actually don't know what the heck I would do here. We could use Raja as a right back, though. Or Yuri Tillmans as a right back. Not ideal, I'm fully aware, but not terrible. Especially if we play our games with Belgium in the friendlies section, right, in World Beaters. We don't really have to worry about it. Okay, cool. So that's going to be the setup. Well, I mean, I think that's truly going to be the end of the epi there, dudes. Finishing it off with a massive Festival of FUT Road to the Final Thorgan Hazard for Belgium of all nations. Absolutely fantastic. So, I love you guys. There's also news going around now that Eriksen in the hospital with his parents was hoping the game would continue. Can you believe the sportsmanship and the sporting endeavors from these players? Absolutely fantastic. So amazing news about Eriksen. Even more news that he's doing better. The Finland-Denmark game is picking up now. Twitch.tv/Nick20AT after this epi. If you wanted to hang out, you can watch the Russia Belgian game with us. This is going to be the coverage right here. This is the type of coverage that we're going to have. We'll be doing a little bit of FUT here and there as the Belgian game and Russian game is going on, but we will be mainly focused on the game, discussing the game, talking about the game, twitch.tv/Nick20AT. So I love you guys. I'm so happy that the news that we thought was going to be just absolutely heartbreaking today has turned around into a bunch of positivity and us all being very grateful for pretty much everything in our lives. I think this event that just we all went through over the last 2-3 hours has probably brought us, at least me, and I'm hoping you guys as well, closer to the realization of how fragile life is, and we need to really be grateful for what we have. So I love you guys. God bless you. We'll catch you tomorrow for 6 p.m.'s First Owner RTG episode. Peace.